automatic defection. Our boys were very nice. Matches that they play, they easy to play. Although people play me, you saw they easy. So, Atiku again. Why is it missed by Madi almost 3 to 4 times? Why is it Madi? We have I don't have food before. The last one, I go around. Then with the loss, we don't need that one.
Ṣé o travel lẹ́yìn? O dress like o fẹ́ jà padà. Owó tí mo sọ fún NEPA, wọ́n tún mú another bill. Owó tí a ti sọ fún NEPA láti gbàgbé pé kí ló ń ṣe àwọn pípọ̀ ìbá rẹ̀.
Because if you come along the one day, people that came last, they said they came from no, is it Akila? Yeah, another people now came from Malausa, and Malausa then all do Akila in terms of Keda. Meanwhile, you know, all these people, they always make use of temporary staff.
Temporary staff, yes.
Why is it made the time when you say go get your one man? I want to take time to verify what they are giving them to do. So I'm not going to carry on pay, all is well. So you might be paying for something that you have already paid for again.
So but it will happen. Yeah, we know.
And so the body record, you take it along. As at the time there's all day, then they will not check, they will have to point the system and see whether it will relate.
Maybe even they can check our system through, they can check the system through the what's it called in the office there, that whether the payments that we made are really
that is with whatever is in there.
Yes, the system.
So àwọn ọmọ tó wà mẹ́rin the organization has to mú láti mú hard copy wá. So when you bring your hard copy, they can be able to verify for what they have inputted. But yeah, and you don't input most of those systems because it's human too. It's prone to error. Ìgbà mi wà nígbà tí wọ́n hit ẹ̀ máa wà nídìí get tí hit bá ti mú yàn gidi wọlé kìíní. You don't know that
they are corrupt people. They are very
wọ́n ti mú bíìlì owó tá a ti sọ fún mọ́ ilé ká sọ fún September wọ́n tún brought it for October láì gbà táwọn ṣe máa rege now we are now in a prepaid ìlú ìgbà ìgbé the money we charge you.
Ẹ tẹ̀ wá wo the silly thing we have already prepared already. But yeah,
Good morning, viewers all over the world. We appreciate you for joining us this morning. It is another edition of City Stand. I'm Michael Adekunle, the anchor of the program. Yeah, the 7th of May 2025, we have different stories this morning. King Gary, thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, King Gary, the Palace of the Palace. We appreciate your contribution. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your love and kindness on this platform, King Gary. Thank you so much for your daily support. Daily support. You know, it has been consistent on the platform, and we say thank you. King Gary visited us. That was January, right? Were you there? Oh, you were not there. Maybe uh, when it comes again, you'll be part of the people that will be seeing King Gary. Such a nice man. Yeah. All right, my brother from another mother. My brother from another mother, all the way from Netherlands. Uh, Nnamdi Oanusi is also here, and he's saying, handsome Michael Adekunle. Wow, don't forget that you are also handsome. Mr. Nnamdi Oanusi, we've known for over 8 years now. Yeah, if I'm not making a mistake, it should be like 8 years or so. That's Nnamdi in Netherlands, and I appreciate your support. Also, thank you so much, all the viewers. Please make sure you comment your opinions in the comment section. Very, very important. You join us on this conversation this morning. Still on it, still on the matter. The saga, surrounding very dark black man. I'm used to calling him very dark black man. All right, his lawyers, had a clash with the Economic for Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) yesterday over prolonged detention, and Nigerians are still expecting more from this story. Egbona Kingsley, Madrid, thank you for joining us this morning. I appreciate your contribution as well. It's an esteemed viewer on this platform. Kingsley, Kingsley Smith in the United Kingdom. I know you will join us today on the program. Not forgetting Udezi Chima, the chief himself. We spoke around 4:30 a.m. this morning. Yeah, 4:30 a.m. this morning. And Udezi Chima. David Okafor, we had a discussion yesterday. And I say thank you to you, David Okafor. Not forgetting my big brother, Robert Uche in Germany. How are you doing? How is your health? Hope you are recuperating. I wish you a speedy recovery. Nnamdi, honestly, Adekunle, you are looking good these days. Oh, more better than, than when you were at. Okay, I don't want to mention. Thank you so much, Nnamdi. Honestly, I appreciate you. All right. Dazzling, Abby. Glowing because of you guys. I get it because of you and the Almighty God. And I really appreciate you people's efforts and support. All right, let's quickly see what Joe Igbokwe is talking about the 2027 election. Who can battle President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? He has specifically said there's just one person, only one personality, only one figure that can battle or oust President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027. And should I unveil the person Joe Igbokwe said? It is the former vice president of the country and a presidential candidate under the umbrella of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 election. The man who is former boss, talking about the former president of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, said he will never be alive to see him become president in the country. What am I talking about? Of course, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. He said he's the only one that can battle President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And we ask a question: what about Peter Obi? This is a person that garnered about 6 million votes in the 2023 election. This is a person that commands so much influence in the southeast and southwest. I don't know of the northern region, but I believe in the southeast and southwest he has influence. So where is Peter Obi? If you are talking about the former vice president Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. All right, Atiku said he's still on the course. the coalition is still going to be possible, and we are expecting it maybe by the end of this month or early next month, June. All right, let's just quickly read it out. A chieftain of the All Progressives Congress, Joe Igbokwe, has claimed that former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is the only visible opposition figure battling to oust President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 election. Of course, don't forget that Joe Igbokwe is a staunch supporter of the ruling All Progressives Congress, and he has made it clear that it is only Atiku that is visible, the only visible figure to battle President Bola Tinubu. He said, though Atiku is the only person challenging Tinubu, his ambition has been crushed. Look at the statement here. Has been crushed by former President Olusegun Obasanjo. All right, we still have more stories, but let me quickly move down to what we have on our papers this morning. What is the Vanguard newspaper telling us concerning insecurity in Nigeria? The same thing with the Nigerian Tribune. What's the Nigerian Tribune saying about insecurity this morning? Senate has proposed national summit on insecurity in Nigeria. What will come out of this summit? There have been series of meetings, summits, forums concerning insecurity. What were the outcomes of this summit? Let's see how it goes this time around. Gentlemen, my good morning. How are you doing? All right, Mr. Vincent, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Mr. Kule, what's your name? Mr. Femi. Sharif Oborevore. I don't know why everybody cannot pronounce that name rightly. I can pronounce it, but I don't want to use that one. It's surname again. I prefer Sharif instead of that something. All right, another defection. All help members in Delta State has collapsed a structure for the ruling All Progressives Congress. Who was telling me yesterday that the citizens of Delta are not happy with the defection embarked upon by the former governor Okowa and the incumbent Sharif. One of our reviewers was telling me that yesterday, but you can see it today that the rep members there have cross-carpeted to the ruling All Progressives Congress. Now to the Vanguard newspaper. How are you doing, young lady? All right, the Vanguard newspaper. Insecurity, Nigerians will revolt if action not taken, says reps. Nigerians will revolt if action not taken, says reps. Now to the rider. Question: 19.7 trillion naira spent on security. Imagine 19.7 trillion naira spent on security, and there is no positive result. Akpabio tasked senators on legislative action. Boko Haram returning stronger, says Rep. Jahar. Mr. Kunle, don't forget that yesterday the defense minister Matawale said that about 8,000 terrorists have been killed under the administration of President Bola Tinubu, which we're applauding him for. You were clapping yesterday, and we have it here that Boko Haram is returning stronger. This is one of the rep saying this.
Jahar. They never give up. They shouldn't give up. The government should not give up. They should be, fishing them out and get them killed. Get them killed.
All right. I love your faith. Presidency, NSA, mom. Why are they keeping mum? Why are they keeping quiet? Why are they mute over the issue of insecurity in the country? Presidency, the National Security Advisor, that's Nuhu Ribadu, keeping mum over the spate of insecurity in the country. On to the next one, Article to BOT, that's Board of Trustee Women. I am not leaving PDP. Why are people scared? I am not leaving PDP, but it is this your running mate in the 2023 presidential election. That's Okowa that unveiled it to us that Atiku told him that he will be leaving PDP very, very soon. So, who are we not to believe what Okowa said about the exit of Atiku from the People's Democratic Party? VDM not told why he is being detained, says counsel. VDM not told why he's being detained. Adija Elonge, you're welcome on the program. Thank you so much. VDM not told, that's Verydarkman, not told why he's been detained, says counsel, though granted bail. Still in custody, though granted bail, and still in custody. We learned he was granted an administrative bail, but he's still in the custody of the AFCC. Somebody said he should thank God that he's not even in the custody of DSS. Of course, you should recall what happened to Nnamdi Kanu and what is still going on concerning him. He's still in the custody of DSS. Thank you so much for joining us. ED something. All right, Nigerian Tribune newspaper Senate proposes national summit on insecurity. This, you can see this on pages 3 and 13 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Mo's law on hunting to nip repeats of Uromi 16. All right, 6 Delta PDP reps join APC. 6 Delta PDP join APC. On to the next one, which is the last one I'll be reading on the front page of this paper. Tinubu meets Oborevori, other APC governors amid defections realignment, like Mr. Vincent would always say, there is need for realignment and what again? Take political permutations and realignment, all of that, as we realignment and what? Alignment and realignment. All right. Let's quickly see what is going on in the comment section. Gentleman Mike, welcome on the program this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us this morning. I have King Henry, the Palace of the Palace, at the stand with us this morning. King Henry, good morning to you. You're welcome on the program. Thank you so much for joining us. We also have, okay. The comments come out. If it can't come out now, we need to proceed. We have Adijo Elonge with us this morning, as well as other viewers in the comment section. I will still go back to the comment section to read what. Okay, I can see it. Tunde Okafor is also here. We have Oye Mibi. Good morning at City Stand. I will say good morning to you. We have Eid Nas. Thank you so much for joining us. Baba Yaga is also here and he's saying happy midweek to every one of us here. And we say happy midweek to you, Baba Yaga. All right, Yagali is here. That's Baba Yaga. And we say welcome on the program this morning. Gentleman Mike, Atiku is the only opposition that can battle President Bola Tinubu come 2027. I am not the one that said this. This is coming from Tinubu-Igbokwe, one of the chieftains of the ruling All Progressives supporter. Is Tinubu-Igbokwe ignoring Peter Obi's rising political influence, or what?
Yeah, thank you, Michael. But before I go into that, let me quickly appreciate Mrs. Tina the gesture she sent about 2 days ago now. I think I've not done that on this platform. I'm going to have sent a voice note or this message to acknowledge that gesture. I appreciate her so much. God bless you. Thank you. To the question, if Atiku is the only viable person or candidate that can confront Bola Tinubu, in my view, I think Atiku should not attempt to contest the next election. Yes, Atiku's time seems to have passed. Don't forget that there is an unwritten arrangement between the North and the South when it comes to the good leadership of this country. 2 terms in the North, 2 terms down South. You can put it in any part of the North. You can now put it in any part of the South as well. But that unwritten understanding has been ongoing for some time now. So the expectation is that the South still have another 4 years by 2027. So if that is the understanding, then I don't expect any serious party to field a northern candidate in the 2027 election. The person is not likely to win. The North alone cannot put in the president. Just like somebody said yesterday in the papers, the North alone does not have that capacity as a region to put a president in place. Much as we agree that they have the numbers, but it is not only the numbers you need for a president to emerge. You need both the numbers and the spread. Don't forget, we need about two-thirds, 25% of two-thirds of the states. Those are the constitutional requirements for a president to emerge, apart from having the highest number of votes and all of that. So no region, to put it straight, has that capacity to put in the president without the support of every other region. So my view is that Atiku should step down by now and look for a candidate to support, still within the South. If he's not, definitely is not willing to back the current administration. So that is my own view. Atiku is not likely to pull that weight that is needed to confront the present government.
We don't know who the former president of the country, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, will be supporting this time around. Don't forget to support Peter Obi of the Labour Party in the 2023 election. Of course, Atiku have been going to Baba to meet Baba concerning his ambition. Despite the criticism of the former president on Atiku, do you think Atiku should be taken seriously?
I mean, I've just said it.
He said he can never become president in his lifetime.
You know, Baba is also a politician. Baba, I mean, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Sometimes most politicians speak with both sides of their mouth. They say something in the morning, and by afternoon they are doing something else. So I don't always get carried away with whatever any politician says. He has said that, as you have mentioned, that not in his lifetime that Atiku become president of this country. So I don't have his mind now to really know who he wants to support when it comes to 2027 election. But it's not only Atiku that has been going to Baba. Virtually every other major candidates from time to time, even before this administration, as always, they have always paid a visit to Ota or Abeokuta to see Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. As an elder statesman, they do same for IBB, they do same with Abubakar and all of that. So I don't see Olusegun Obasanjo supporting Atiku for 2027 election.
Now let's quickly go to Vdm'S case. The council said he wasn't told why he's been detained, and we still got another story that though he has been granted, but still in the custody of the Efcc. But first of all, I want to ask you now is that, don't you think he deserves to know the reason behind his detention?
You can imagine the kind of confusion that the Efcc giving to Nigerians. I've not seen this level of irresponsibility from a government agency. Forget the fact that you have been saddled with the responsibility that has to do with going after corrupt individuals and some other things that your agency have been saddled with. You have arrested a man, and over like 48 hours after, we are still debating what he's been arrested for. And don't forget, whatever comes from the council, that is the man that talked to VDM from time to time. I mean, if any other person is not allowed to see him, definitely the Deji or Jew will have seen him. He has also posted that they have seen him and all of that. So if Deji is saying anything, we can hold on to that is coming from a reliable source. So if his counsel is talking about that, they are not even sure why he's been held. Secondly, we've been told, EFCC told us that he's been granted administrative bail up till yesterday evening. Deji was still posting that nobody has brought any bail bond for them to sign, no documents to sign and all. Why? The question is, why are they following that route? As I've said, since this issue broke, I have zero problem with EFCC arresting anybody in this country. I have zero problem with that if they feel that the person hasn't questioned with their office. But there should be standard operating procedure for any system that is serious. By now, the charge sheet should have been even in the news. We will know, okay, these are the things they want to charge him for, and he will have had his days in court, perhaps. It is only here that we see an agency arrest someone and now be looking for evidences. You ought to have concluded your investigation before picking such a person up, except in a case where the individual is a flight risk that has the capacity to run away. This is a VDM that have been called by the Senate of this country before, and he honored them, he was there, and all of that. Such an individual don't deserve this kind of unnecessary treatment, and that is where I'm worried that over 48 hours after you pick the man, you are still deliberating on whether he's on bail or he's going to have his days in court. I think this is unfortunate.
All right, Senate proposes national summit on insecurity. Michael, what do you think will come out of it?
National summit on insecurity.
On insecurity.
Definitely another talk show. It's just going to be another talk. We've had several of it. Summits upon summits, and yet the right things are not being done. So for me, it's just going to be another talk show for people to come around and speak grammar, and at the end of the day, we are not likely to have a serious change. Get down to work. We have had enough panels of inquiry. We have had enough summits. Recommendations have been provided, and all of that. Begin to look at all of those documents and begin to implement some of those things that we have. Some of those things are just gathering dust in the shelf. Summit upon summit, and you have failed to do the right thing. There will still not be result. Faith without work is dead. There is no point talking without action. Get down to work. That is what Nigerians are interested. People are being killed as we speak. Part of our communities are being taken over by people that we felt they are strangers. Authorities told us that they are even foreigners. You can imagine that level of insanity, if you want to put it straight. A stranger can just come and take a part of your country, and he will be there for years and dislodge the original owners of those communities. And we still think we have a joke at hand. So they should stop some of these summits and allow the security agencies to get down to business.
All right, moving down to the comment section, and we have David Okafor saying, I am Tunde Okafor. And what was he saying this morning? Okay, good morning to you, gentleman Mike. And we are listening to your comments. All right, he said he's listening to what you're saying this morning. Lady G is also here. Good morning to you. Baba Yaga, someone said on Twitter, as they arrested Vdm, nobody is talking about Tinubu again. APC masters of destruction.
I mean, it's a school of thought that that one can also ponder on. I mean, what has been in the news in the last 48 hours is VDM. So every other thing became secondary. So
nobody is talking about.
To some extent, it's a distraction to the main course that we have as challenges in this country.
That person must have thought deeply.
No, it's a school of thoughts that make a lot of sense.
Gentleman Mike, thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. Mr. Femi, you're welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Michael, and good morning to all our viewers. I mean, across the globe. We say thank you for always stand with us as global citizens.
All right. Why are they underrating Peter Obi in this 2027 election that we are raising up for? Why?
Anybody that's
especially the politicians.
Anybody that underrates Peter Obi is trying to play with fire, because Obi can pull anything based on what we saw in 2023. So Obi is not. I mean, somebody that any good politician can underrate normal electoral procedure. If there have been no mago, Obi wouldn't have been somebody anybody will write off. I've been saying it that okay, Buhari came there, we couldn't get what we want from him. Tinubu is there also, we couldn't get it right. He's messing up. Let Obi also go there. If he want to mess up, let him mess up. Let him mess it. Let us see his own mess too. That's my point in 2027. So, but the only thing that that we give Tinubu chances when they stand in their different way. When Atiku stand alone, Obi stand alone. What is the name of this? Erufai Kakos stand alone. They will. It's just only here that they will give Tinubu. I mean, Tinubu will just blow them, and yes, like a dust. You just blow them like a dust. That's the truth of the matter. Because if you need 50% effort to win Tinubu on a normal ground, yeah, you need 100%. You have to double your efforts because the margin must be so wide to the extent that they will not be able to manipulate. That's what I'm saying now. Somebody that has a soldier, that has police, that has a judiciary, you have to prove your case beyond reasonable doubt. To the extent that Tinubu himself will be overwhelmed that, oh, okay, thank you, I want to be going. And before you'll be able to do that one, you have to capture north and south at the same time. And what is the best joker for you is for the north to gang up, then choose somebody from south. By doing that, they will have dislodged, a south gang up. You know, the souths are also ganging up now. Majority of our politicians, they are crossing to APC. But the only thing that can, put them into disarray is picking somebody vibrant from south. We know that Jonathan will not want to come. But if he doesn't come, pick Obi. Some people are pointing at this Baba, Osibajo, but I don't see Osibajo as a good politician. Pick Obi. Since Jonathan will not answer you, if you pick Obi, all of them rally around from that north. That is when they can prove it to us that north can determine who will become president. When you choose somebody from south, you give him the support. Then you have dislodged the south. The south will also will be divided. That is the truth of the matter. And any alternative to Tinubu in the south, people will go for it.
Any alternative
to from the south. Alternative, a vibrant alternative from south. People are tired. People are tired.
So who is the alternative?
As at this moment, I'm seeing Obi as
alternative.
Yes.
I think you can stand that chance to
defeat
Tinubu
if he has the support of the north. But this Baba that they want to deal with is not also somebody we can say anybody can defeat easily. But even if they want to have chance at all, they look at south. That is the only thing that I think we can work.
All right. Many are still doubting if Obi can defeat President Bola Tinubu because the last election, I think he came third, right? Third. Atiku was the second. Yeah, Atiku came second.
Yoruba will say, "Ajá tó bá lẹ́ni lẹ́yìn ó máa pọ̀ bọ̀." A dog that has the backing of people, we kill dog. It's not about personality of Obi now, but it's about when people say Obi, you are the one that we want now. You see the north. If the gang up of the north nominate Obi, like Erufai, Atiku, and the rest of them like that, and they say, okay, what we want is Obi come and become president. And then let's begin 2027, you will be surprised that you will see, votes in the north. In 2023, even when we say somebody is rigging, like I usually say that, who will rig for Obi in Kano? Obi has no ground in Kano.
And here now that Kwakwanso, we don't even know
where Kwakwanso is now.
Gandu just said it yesterday that we should just come to APC.
And some people are
that he has been abandoned.
Yeah, some people are even messing him up this morning that they don't want him in APC. But I don't think that one will go because he has freedom of association. They can go to any party he wants. But those ones that are talking, they don't want anybody that will become a rival to them in that particular party. So that's what they are saying. So to tell you that the Kano pillar is shaking. And by the time Tinubu is able to push, Kano pillar and Kano pillar 4, I don't think...
and I don't think if someone like Okwaso was captured to APC, it will collapse the political structure of opposition parties in the northern region.
It's not the whole northern region. We are talking about Kano. You know, Kano play a very vibrant role in our election. I'm not sure there's any state that can produce, a figure like Kano. I'm not sure. So, if with all the gang up from the south here, if Tinubu can be able to enter Kano and pull the Kano pillar down, then there is a danger ahead. And even if they pick from the south, there's danger ahead.
Okay,
in
why is
2027.
people are still asking why VDM is still in the custody of the EFCC, and is it basically because they don't want other influencers to speak out? Is the EFCC trying to intimidate other influencers that are speaking?
That's how they usually do now. That's how APC and the government of this nation, that's how
Because this
they
is a
usually
prolonged
do.
detention.
Honestly
which people
speaking,
believe-
it's unnecessary. It's uncalled for. They are just making demand to be popular more and more. It's uncalled for. So okay, since 2020, Nnamdi Kanu has been in the DSS
detention. Yeah.
What have they brought out now to nail demand? Nothing. Phone, spectacle, rituals, or microphone, laptop. All those one. Okay, have you checked the laptop? Have you seen any vital information that can leak in into terrorism? All what they can. Any case they will have against Nnamdi Kanu now, it will not be under public incitement. Maybe to go and pay fine or anything. Nothing like terrorism. Nothing. So anybody should not be surprised if they are dealing, if they are
Nothing
treating.
like terrorism, but it was prescribed. The organization was prescribed.
It
As a terrorist organization.
before even that organization that was prescribed, there is no way they can prove it that it's a terrorist organization. It's only Nigeria that has become terrorist organization. Men say any other country around the world that name it terrorist organization. Go and check the list of terrorist organizations around. Will you see IPOB there? Of course, definitely there is no IPOB there. There is no IPOB among the list of terrorist organizations in the world. So you will have known that all these things, they are just witch hunting. And the man has organized, the group before it was prescribed. So it is government that call it terrorist organization. Then let them go and establish it in the court of law.
All right, somebody is asking me a question. Why is VDM still in custody if he has already been granted administrative bail?
I wonder how many times you will go to court. Court will free somebody and they will still rearrest the person, even in the premise of court. That is Nigeria for you. Have you forgotten about government magic? They go to electric to candle. Government magic. It's a government magic. Now Nigeria government usually perform magic. That's how they will turn black to blue. That's blue. That's how they usually do. It is government magic.
All right, Senate proposes National Summit on Security, and we are asking the government what would come out of this summit. Is there any positive result? We are to see this meeting.
But I don't expect anything from this meeting. Which meeting do they want to do? You propose state police. You stop it. Do you need meeting to execute state police? What is stopping you from execute state police? For almost 2 years now, state police have been proposed. If you don't know how to implement it, go around the world, borrow knowledge. In America, they have different stages of police. Go there, go and do study. How many months are you going to spend to do research on how to implement it? What is going to be the role of federal police, the role of state police? You say you want to implement, local government autonomy. That work can also contribute to our security. If you empower local government will empower local people. They will be reinforced. Security is a networking. It's not something that everybody. That we say it is only the function of. But when you refuse to, to empower another institution that's supposed to control, some people will be saying, governor, they are the chief security of their state. How? When they themselves they are victim in some cases. A logistic provider is different from somebody that can give order. Let me tell you, in this Lagos state, there are some people, Fulani, that are more, connected than Lagos State Commissioner of Police. They will press button from that up. And if you arrest any criminal, from their side, you take him to any police station. If proper care is not taken, they will reach home before you. It's only button they need to press. So there should be a power diffusion in police hierarchy, and that's why they don't agree with it. So that the state will be subjected, into leprosy stage where they will not be able to control anything. Everybody saw it now. Fayemi has come out. He said You are just looking at us as a governor. Sometimes we too will fall victim. Have you forgotten I'm in pain? Vayo say, I'm in pain. Who beat him? A city governor. Have you forgotten what Fayemi himself faced when we wanted to do election? In their own state, they are also, some of the governors are also even vulnerable. Have you forgotten the case of Rotimi Amechi versus Commissioner of Police in Rivers State in those days? Umbu, or what is the name of that guy? You know what Amechi faced now? We know what Amechi, a city governor, you know what is faced. Some commissioner of police were posted into some state to go and deal with the governor. So in a situation like that, it's like it is federal government that hides this thing, the insecurity, and they are the one that join us to be looking for it. They know what to do. They know what to do. They have information. They know where these people are hiding from. They know where they are coming from.
All right, let's go to the comment section again. Sunday Umba, we need combination of Peter Obi as presidential candidate, Rufai against APC and PDP come 2027.
That is the truth of the matter. They need to come together. They need to come together, form a formidable force. Now pick somebody from South. That is when they will be able to face Tinubu. So if they are able to do that one, I don't know. And it's like I'm hearing that Atiku said is the only one that can defeat Tinubu or something.
Yeah,
Igbokwe. It's Igbokwe that is saying so that it is only Atiku
trying to battle President Bola.
they just
only figure.
I will no wonder. It's a calculative move to subdue, to give APC another victory. Anything that make Atiku to be stand up as a presidential candidate in PDP, or everybody back to your tent. Oh, Israel, back to your tent. Nobody will want to listen to him again. So maybe the man is trying to push Atiku so that Atiku will have a fake confidence and will say, I'm the only one that can defeat him. Well, go and defeat him in 2027 as you defeat him in 2023.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Femi. On to the next one.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
All right, what's your take on it? Who do you think can battle the president?
Well, let me greet our reviewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. May the Lord be with you people wherever you are. So about Atiku. I've been looking this matter between him and Baba. Coming 2027, I don't think that there's anybody they not to bring. They have agreed for my own review. As Judge Igbokwe said, Atiku is the only person. Yes, it's right. Atiku would since in the north. I don't think there's any other person the Northerners will bring. I believe that the Northerners have already backed Atiku. If they that they will go in March, they will still bring Atiku. No her. It's Atiku they will represent. And it is Atiku can defeat Ahmed Tinubu. And the North will back him. And the people on West will still vote for Atiku. Forget, they said the angel, the devil you know, is better than the angel that you do not know. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo said that over his dead body. But it is supporting Atiku on the ground.
The former president?
Yes. Let's say ourselves the truth. What he have already used in IC under APC government have already made him say let Atiku come back. Olusegun Obasanjo will back Atiku come 2027. There's no how. All those general Kaba, all of them will back Atiku. They will make sure say this power come out from Ahmed Tinubu hand. They are working on the ground. Seriously work. Ahmed Tinubu, if he himself can reason well, let him change things. But if he use this hand that he's using, I don't see him for 2027.
Does it mean Peter Obi doesn't stand that chance?
Well, come to an Igbo land there. What I see, they will give him chance, but he can't win. He can't win. He will try his best.
That's Peter Obi?
Yes, but he can't win. He can't win.
Why are you giving your support?
Well, let 2027 come out first.
All right, let's quickly go to the issue of security. The rep has Senator said there will be meeting on security in the country.
How many times are they go to meeting, having this Insecurity Summit meeting? How many times? Where are they? Where these people are tripping inside Nigeria? That means that there's no security. If they're from the north, there's no security in the north there to battle with these people. Are they spirits that carry arms come into the nation, enter to the states? They do not see it. See, they are confusing themselves, not me and you. They know themselves. This is what they said. They are the one that bring these people. They're the one that open door for these people to come in. So you're telling me, say Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Nigerian Air Force, they don't know, or DSS, they don't know how these people take come into Nigeria. So they cannot block that road. Does it mean that the road is not blockable for them? They know. They know. Then they say no. There's no meeting they will do can help these people, can help insecurity in Nigeria, because they are the one that open door. If you love your state, love your nation, you have to be in security conscious. Say, I come to serve my nation, serve the people, the life and property. Where are them? Are they doing it? Nothing. They are not serving the nation. They are not protecting the life. They just open the border. These people just trip in
Making it porous.
Now they have already given these people more power. Boko Haram and others, they are strengthening them day by day, day by day. How can Nigeria security defeat them? There's no way.
Is there any meaningful results we should be expecting from this
Summit?
security summit?
Well, they will try their best, but I know it is a joke card they are playing. They are there to share the money. But you hear how much they will spend for the summit, but nothing will come out. Okay, you are talking about local government autonomy. What made them to stop it? Have you been that they approve it, sign it? Mr. Mike, those insecurity guys will know how to chase them out from village to village, because they did not give them the power. And then they say the federal cannot do it. The people who can do this in the local government, they're the ones. They will carry their boys, go, bomber to bomber. You see everything went, but federal said no. I thought that Ahmed Tinubu would do it. Under Olusegun Obasanjo, where he was the governor for Lagos State, he created many local governments. Now that he have already become the president of Nigeria, why can't you give the local government power, strength, support them, use their power? Say, today I give them the power, the strength, pay direct to them. They work, you see them, they work very hard to the nation, and people will like it. If Ahmed Tinubu did this, my brother, I don't think say there's another party will defeat him.
All right.
But he fair.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now let's have Mr. Kule and Mr. Vincent together. Good morning, sirs.
Good morning, Mr. Mike. Good morning, our esteemed viewers globally. Good morning, Nigeria. It's a brand new day. We thank God for life.
Mr. Kule.
Yeah, good morning, the good people, the viewers that are watching us. We thank you all, God, for life, and we want to appreciate you guys for being there for us. And good morning to everybody, the viewers that have been standing by City Stand. God bless you all.
All right, after so much have been spent on security in the country, we are not seeing an end to the raging security crisis in Nigeria. Billions have been spent. And looking at what we have this morning, there are questions to about 19.7 trillion that was spent on security, which currently, as we speak, the Senate is planning a summit for insecurity issues in Nigeria. Where did we get it wrong? The president of the country promised to end insecurity. That was during his campaign. He promised to end insecurity in the country. Even the former president of the country, talking about Muhammadu Buhari, that one even promised to flush out Boko Haram and other terror groups within 6 months of his administration. Buhari is gone. Here is Tinubu. Now, the question Nigerians are asking is the 19.7 trillion naira that was spent on security, where is the result? And the meeting that is about to be held concerning the security, is there going to be any meaningful result from this meeting, Mr. Vincent?
Thank you very much, Mr. Mike. I just love the way you put that question. You said a chunk of money as humongous as that, 19 trillion, over 19 trillion naira. You know, when over 19 trillion naira is being injected to the economy, you know what is going to be the multiplier effect when we are talking about economic indices and calculations. I want to believe that construction of anything is based on calculus, and anybody that tend to outsmart his calculus pays dearly, and that is what we are having now. Because if such an humongous amount has been spent on our security sector, for us to have a semblance of a safe society, then we still have the recurring decimal of bandits and all these outlaws doing their having a field day in our land. What that goes to show is that all is not well with our body politic. I want to say one thing, that even with the amount being dished out as having been spent on security, and we are not seeing the direct bearing effects of that playing out on our various sectors, then you begin to wonder, it's even laughable. It's another circus movement. All talk and no work. All talk and no work. And if the Senate is even calling for a national summit, it's another jamboree that they are going to do. They are only going there for a tea party because it is long expected that this thing should have been done. Though it's better late than never. But what my take on this is that when we keep on talking and talking, for how long we continue to talk and talk? What of the summit that has been held in time past? How much of those gist, the main gist of those summits, how much of that have been made use of by the government in tackling this insecurity challenges that we have in this country? Then you begin to ask, are we really normal at all as a mass of people? Must we continue to go back and forth on the same issue? Everybody will see us talking, but there's no walking the talk. It's very sad. How much of this thing are we going to continue to do so that we can arrive at that point that we seek to arrive at? When there are because we are only being reactive, we are not proactive in our ways. That is why we have come to find ourselves in this kind of a quagmire that we have found ourselves now.
Even if they are trying to hold this meeting, why have they waited this long? Yeah, to have this meeting when citizens have been crying over daily killings and kidnappings? Why?
I was about going to that before you raise this issue. Just yesterday here, we heard the defense minister say 8,000 terrorists have been captured. Then when have been killed, or rather, when you look at the numbers being dished out, when you check out the numbers, can you check the ratio of the people that are being killed on daily basis on our land compared to the one that has been killed? Does it show that they are making headway? Judging from all the inputs that they said, they claim that they have inputted into the security architecture of our land. You understand? You begin to wonder, what is really wrong with us as a people? Why are we behaving like things are not, that we are from another planet? Because for crying out loud, the ruling elite, the current ruling elite, they do travel overseas. They travel to most of the Western world and some of the other developed world. They see how things are being run over there. Why are they not following suit? And most of them, they spend our collective patrimony in sending them for courses and seminars, symposium abroad, workshops, and they are not replicating what they have learned or garnered over there in our polity here. It's a shame of a nation. I think it's becoming a bedlam of madness to me. I want to believe that the country, if we must really move forward, we should try to do things because this thing, the current challenges we face now in security, calls more now at this crucial time for state policing. Because when you look at our governors, that is being given the appellate of chief security officer of their various states. They are more or less like a lame dog that can only bark and cannot bite. How? Because the commissioner of police is not answerable to the sitting governor of a state. He can only invite, the governor of a state can only invite the commissioner. And the commissioner of police is only answerable to the inspector general of the police and the HLO in the presidency there. Then how can we have a workable system when we are working across purposes?
All right, let me quickly move to Mr. Kunle. Mr. Kunle is still on insecurity. I've just asked your colleague a question concerning this summit that we are about to hold. But is this not another expensive talk in the country? What solutions do you think this will bring? Don't forget that Matawale said about, he talked about the achievement of the President Bola Tinubu's administration on insecurity. He said they killed or neutralized about 8,000 terrorists, and which Nigerians are not really welcoming. They don't welcome his comment. Your government, the APC government, I know you have been supporting APC for some time now, promised to protect lives and properties of the citizens, but it seems the reverse is becoming the case now, Mr. Kunle.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Will this meeting bring any solution?
The meeting can never bring any solution. The solution that they need to apply, they know, and it's in their hand, it is their domain in which they can get done. And let's start from the border. You have like 5 borders that leads to the northern state of Nigeria. And those borders, they have never allowed that border to be closed, to be shut down. And those are the channels this Boko Haram, those bandits, this Lakurua are penetrating to cause havoc in this country. And when you tell our brothers from the north that border has to be closed, I mean, the Benin border was closed during, what's it called, when the president came into power, they shut down the Benin border for the south here. And what happens to those border? When the president wanted to shut that border, we hear people like Abdul Salam.
Which president? Is it the former president?
The current president. Yes, we heard the people like former president, military head of state Abdul Salam, that came wholeheartedly, that is their families are all over those places. So that border should not be closed, because at times they do their prayer in Chad, in Niger, in all sort of things. So they should leave those border porous. And
the president left it.
He left it porous. That's just one thing.
Definitely, it's not in charge.
It's not in charge. And that's why
the president is not in charge.
If the president is not even the president that's supposed to be in charge now, is NSA, the National Security Advisor. He appointed. Then the NSA should up its game, because they cannot say they don't know the route. This Boko Haram, this Lakurua, this the bandit, I can call them the stupid bandit, the demonic bandit. They know where they're coming from, and they know the route they are using. They are passing to get to us and to hit us. And I think this is a time for everybody, even the president, now to wake up and to rearrange his security apparatus, because the way it is now, there's an agenda already which is on the table for them, and I think it's going to be political solution as it is now. And I don't know, classified information that we have now is if we need to hire the mercenaries from outside to get those guys ready to rig them or to get them away from this system. I mean, it will be highly welcome. But the president now has to wake up now, has to, up his game, I mean, to make sure they sanitize all those, I mean, you know how many times, let's go back to the history. You know how many times Sakarau was killed, that they will tell you they've killed Sakarau, and you still want to see another Sakarau. So the northern side, the northern states, they should just wake up to the reality now. This is not the time for any souls you kill. It's always a serious disaster for we here in the south. And who are the most bashed people? They are the south here. So that you are south and the north central, and that is why the north central has, excluded themselves that they are not more part of the North, that all what they have been seeing with alliance they have been having with the North is all about killing. I'm talking of the North Central generally, the Plateaus, the Kogi, the what's it called? There are a lot of them. They are feeling the brunt now, and what we need to do now is let's see what is going to come out from this Senate, and I'm sure there will be rowdy session today, because some people will still stand up and defend their territory, that they have a right to open all those borders, and that border is the what they need to work on. Once they close all those borders, as you close the Benin border for us, then and why, how come we survive it? And you are now saying they should not, close the borders, like 4 borders that links to all those Sahara, SID block.
Mr. Misuse, is the borders that are open responsible? I'm talking about the cross border, responsible for the killings in the country?
I want to believe that if you say you close the border for some foreign materials not to come into the country, and at the same time, those borders that is being alleged that has been closed, then we still keep on seeing those foreign materials in our various markets. It goes to show that all is not well in that regard. I want to believe that even if the borders are not closed, there's always free movement of people across those borders. We see the good, the bad, and the ugly. They will move through that route. And you should expect the multiplier effect of such is what we are having in our nation now, nation body policy. I want to believe that whatever needed to be done should be done, and should be done timely and fast, because Nigeria is degenerating on a daily basis. I'm afraid if our case is not going to go to the essence of the Rwanda experience and the Burundi experience, but the way things are going now, if it is not checked, I don't know the outcome or the consequences you and I can imagine. Because now is high time that whatever you need to do, whatever talk you need to talk, as you are talking, you walk it. As you are talking, you walk it. And again, I want to say is here again that now they said that they have spent over 19 trillion naira
On security.
You see, this thing is too humongous, and still we still have it. As the federal government subjected itself to self-audit for all these monies that have been dished out, all in the name of tackling security, have they subjected themselves to self-audit? If they have done so, I don't think that we will have this humongous amount and will not see the result on our table. Now, secondly again, how much of commitment have they committed the so-called people, our military generals, or the people at the helms of affairs of our military, demanding from them, after giving them the hardware, you have to demand also the commensurate mission statement of their activities whenever they are being sent to quell a riot. You don't just give them money and they say, okay, it's another field day for them to share. The elementary trite commercial agreement or proof should be proven to the government that yes, what you send off for, this is how much we have gone, this is where we are, this is where we started from. I think by that we'll make progress.
All right, Mr. Kune, lastly, before we move to another discussion, is the summit a genuine step towards achieving peace in the country? Is it a genuine step towards addressing the issue of insecurity in the country, or a political positioning ahead of 2027 election?
Are you talking of National Assembly Summit, or which summit?
Security Summit.
Security Summit within the National Assembly as it is. I think, just mark my words, there will be uproar in that gathering they want to engage this morning. Some people will still come boldly that the problem of insecurity is not from the north. People like Vdm'S will be there. You'll be waiting for them over there. And I can tell you heartedly, you see, what we are seeing is a calculated, what's it called, agenda. You could see what happened under Jonathan government, what happened under Obasanjo government, that they brought Sharia. And you're talking of this government now. We have like more than 3 or 4, non-state actors. They are occupying our space. The Lakurua, the Boko Haram, the Bandit, the Fulani, S-men, all sort of things. So all those things are agenda of some people. And what I can tell you today is the military, our military, there are moles in our military, and those moles are the one dishing out information about the strategy they will use until we flush out some of the mole in the military, because our military are still, they are trying, but the effort they have been making, does it really working? No, I said no categorically. So let's see what will come out of the security meeting they want to do, and it's better to come late than never. I think they are just waking up, and which is too bad for me, all those announcements, because majority of the people that send them there as their representative have been killed. So I don't know who is going to vote for them in the next coming election when they've killed all the people that are supposed to vote for them. The Fulani, the bandits have occupied their own space, that they have a say in Nigeria, and they have the monopoly of killing. And you see, and I think that is when I'll be focusing my eye on Udume. I want to see what he's going to say this morning. When they start the security meeting, I'll focus, I still repeat, all eyes on Udume to see what he will say, whether whether he has changed his narrative or he's still on his narrative, to know where we're going.
All right, yeah, before I move to the comment section, let's talk about what Joe Igbokwe said, a chieftain in the ruling All Progressives Congress. I don't know if you are supporting his claim that the only visible figure contesting to oust President Bola Tinubu is Atiku. Do you support his claim?
To some extent, because if you look at what I've said on this platform before now, I did mention that of all the people jostling for that seat now, who amongst them has the same that clout like Alhaji Atiku Abubakar? There's no one. I have not seen. If the real people stand up, if I see somebody like Akim Adeshina, Femi Adeshina of African Development Bank in the saddle, I think I would drop my heart for him. But for the now, I keep on mentioning that who are amongst them that are proposing themselves, pushing themselves forward, that has the same class like Atiku. And I'm not here to make brief for him, because I've said it before. I've listened to them one after the other before the now, when they were campaigning. And I see Alhaji Atiku Abubakar as somebody who is thoroughbred, who is very sound. Even though he might not be, if you ask for my candidate opinion, I would say maybe he should go and rest. But when you look at the material at hand, as of the now, which of them can give this man a run for his money? I think he possesses such clout that can give President Bola Tinubu a run for money. But if you ask me privately for my candidate opinion, I would say you should go and step aside and then bring out somebody and work with somebody who is going to be a new brand, a vibrant young person to continue the good work.
All right, Mr. Kule, what should we be looking at? Is it influence? Is it credibility? Is it money, or what? Who can oust President Bola Tinubu? Igbokwe has said it, that the only figure that is battling to oust or to get President Tinubu out of that seat is Atiku Abubakar.
That would have been possible if the PDP are still won, but PDP is going to extinctions. The way I'm saying things now, and Alhaji Abubakar knows that the crowd he had before, he can never have it again, because majority of our southeast supported him wholeheartedly. And for now, they've withdrew their support. The North Central have withdrew their support. So I think Mr. Abubakar Atiku, and he see have problem with some of the general too. He had problem with one of the top-notch General Obasanjo, and that one said over his dead body, when he's still alive, Atiku become. Yeah. So I want to stay on that word. Whether our former president Obasanjo will able to is going to be able or is going to hold on to his word. So on his statement, but to me now, the PDP we had during the last election wasn't the same PDP that can challenge the APC in the power now, because a lot of PDP members have cross-carpeted to what's it called, the APC. And to me now, I think the only person I would advise is Obi. That Obi should stay clear away from this the unworthy coalitions they are gathering, because they will still use him and dump him. Obi should go back to Habga and rebuild Habga, because as it is now, the Labour have disowned Obi already. They have turned their back against Obi. Look at the one in the house. Are they really loyal to Obi? No. So to me, if we can come with a new party, even Habga will have been better, because Oludo contested on Habga platform and he won. And he himself.
Will be able to defeat President Bola.
No. From there, we have some support, backup support.
We should understand the reason why they are trying to merge.
Merge for what? The last one they merged, did they scheme him out? Did the Atiku had long run scheme him out? That he has to be his vice, that they should be his vice, and you know what came out of it?
Mr. Vincent, why is Obi being underrated? Why Atiku? Why people call his name of Atiku this time around? Is it because he's leading a coalition or what?
You see, Atiku, I said he has a bigger picture. He has these clouds that no one of all the aspirants that are jostling for that seat has. And for saying, I'm saying, for the optic time, that Atiku for the now, I think he serves, his advantage in the sense that he has the cloud. He has structure. He has followership. Don't forget that even before Obasanjo was thrown into the service, he made use of the structure. The baton being passed to Atiku PDM. That was what brought Olusegun Obasanjo to power. If you still have that, that structure on ground, then you tell me, can you, because to me, Peter Obi is more or less a neophyte. Even though he ran as a governor of Anambra State, we knew his antecedents, we knew how he came up, and today, I have always said it, that for you to have a meaning in a political amphitheater, you must have to check your calculation very well. There's always what is called alignment and realignment. You have to permutate so that your permutation can give creed to whatever posturing that you have. I want to believe that for anybody to have any formidable challenge to the all-ruling progress, there must be some kind of coming together coalition and alignment and realignment. That is why you see that the CPC bloc of El-Rufai and Buhari, that is what led to the emergence of the current president Bola Tinubu. But they work together. There's no man who is an island.
You can't stand alone.
You can't stand alone. In political amphitheater, you don't stand alone. You check all the permutations and calculations and be able to do your plus and minuses before you can arrive at a very on a good ground.
My brother, I think I have to come in and a bit disagree. There is nothing the alignment that Alhaji Abubakar can embark on now, because he has lost a lot of crowd. He has lost a lot of zone, particularly North Central. The North Central are saying now they are tired. They don't want any alliance with any North again. They want to stand with the South now. And you could know the bulk of vote that always come from that area. You're talking of the Plateau, you're talking of the Kogi, you're talking of any the Kwara, you're talking of Benue. So he has lost all those good fish that he ought to have managed, but through the killings, and they said they had nothing to do with the North again. So they are coming, their votes will come to the South here. I don't now know the candidate that they will push their vote, but I can tell you, Alhaji Abubakar Atiku cannot get the kind of vote he got on the last election.
I want to make one statement here.
Okay.
You see, the all-ruling Progressive Congress. You see, prior to the now, when President Muhammadu Buhari was in the saddle of power, when he left for his medical surgery abroad, there was a young man in the name of Professor Osinbajo, who acted as a president within some given months, and in the capacity of the president for a period of some time, I think 6 months or thereabout. And we knew the kind of harmony he brought to the polity for that short time. That goes to show you that somebody who is because this so Osinbajo is not just he's just coming to the federal center as a person to superintend the affairs of this country. When you look at such a personality, why are that kind of personality not being made use of instead of this president? But when you now look at Joe, because that man has what it takes to do the right thing, and why is he now being shot under the curtain for now? If ABC government, if they want to launder their image as we have of now, they should go and call that man back and give that man the race of governance. That is my take. He contested, you will see when he contested, there are a lot of unseen drama that you and I could not see. We all knew the kind of abracadabra that went into that primaries, and we all knew how some people were muzzled out of contest. I do not want to start mentioning names now because we were all alive to see it as it was being done then. And at the time there was a kind of a cold war between Professor Osinbajo and Tinubu, which made Professor Osinbajo not being able to have access to Tinubu at some time. Because of some intervention of some obas and kingmakers in the southwest, they intervened. They were able to close ranks and manage the situation so that it will not be open for for public view to see. But what I want to say here is that the APC government, if they want to do the one that is unusual, something magical, they should they should do their own self audit and see a very good plan that will give or lend credit to their aspiration.
I have to disagree with that. This same Osinbajo that was rubbish during that DSS scandals, that the person that is occupying that space.
So sorry about that. Yeah, I was reading what Adijo Elonge said about, I'm sorry, what Baba Yaga said about Peter Obi. He said he should have formed another party after losing the 2023 presidential election. And I asked you that, is it too late for Obi to form another party ahead of 2027 election?
It's not too late. But what you are saying that to form a party now is not too late. But the only thing, the operative word here, who are you going to tie along with? That is where the question of a coalition comes in. And when we are saying, in political amphitheater, such as Nigeria, you look at where you have comparative advantage in terms of your political calculation and see how it will lend credence to whatever you have. And I think if Obi alone cannot stand alone, I said it earlier that no man is an island. In political amphitheater, you need alignment and realignment for you to be able to form a formidable force to challenge this current regime. I think Obi, I don't want to preempt what he's been doing under the curtain. Likewise, other actors in the political field. But I want to believe that coalition will come very, very soon. I think they are working behind the curtain and they are trying to dot the T's and the I's and cross the I's so that at the end of the day, we will see a formidable force challenging the all progressive-led government.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vincent.
My message, my take home, hashtag stop the killing. The president should up his game. The NSA should up his game. And the DSS, you've been doing a great job, actually, and up your game too. The DSS, man, you guys are trying. And the mole inside the military should be fished out because the insecurity cannot end without not flushing out the mole. They are sending messages of place to attack. I think we're good to go if they can get that eradicated.
So much,
yeah, thanks for
having me. You're welcome on the program this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. Apart from the hunger, the hardship, and other sufferings we are passing through under President Bola Tinubu's watch, I think insecurity is another major challenge. The Senate will be having a meeting today concerning the state of security in the country. Like we have it on one of our dailies here, not just one, about 2, 3. About 19.7 trillion naira has been spent so far to end the problem of insecurity in Nigeria? What happens to the money? Why haven't the government of the day able to defeat insecurity?
Bola Tinubu is deceiving himself. If you face to face the reality on ground, you will end up like Buhari, and the issue of insecurity will continue. I repeat, Bola Tinubu is deceiving himself. He will likely end like Buhari and go away. Then the issue of insecurity will continue. He's just pretending. Yes. Bola Tinubu is just pretending. And listening to the interview granted by the Bauchi governor, Bala Ahmed, on national TV. I don't know why he's all this is rats. Yes, I call them rats because they are demons as aids to Bola Tinubu. The likes of Bayo Ononuga, because it is not Obi. If it's Obi now, they will do. It starts swimming in Eldorado. Bring him and nail him. Go and listen to Bola. He says he's a Fulani man, and that they have come to Nigeria to stay. And the pastoralization in Nigeria is their right, and nobody can stop them. If they continue to breed hate against the Fulani, they will take over Nigeria. Has Bola Ahmed not heard about that? Has he not heard about it? What is he calling this at the end of the day? The people that hold the security structure, the budget, they will give them, go and buy ammunition, go and buy gun and knife and jackknife and dagger. Go and keep Boko Haram. They will use that money and empower Boko Haram more. Tinubu is just wasting his time. This is not going to be the end of anything. This is another waste of money. And of course, I know how government, some government agencies operate, how government operates. This is another way of settling people. When they talk about summits, it's another way of making sure that they have money in their pocket. Because you cannot go to the national coffers or the central bank and remove money without bringing something on the table that money is meant for. It's another jamboree. I can tell you that he's just wasting his time. When he's ready, people that are already there, they will tell you what to do. He was part of the propaganda of this thing that's happening, the issue of Nigeria. He was happy. Bola Tinubu was happy. Yes, under Jonathan, didn't you see? It's not a bad thing now. Everybody knows about it. How he came out just bragging that subsidy is a voodoo. They will come to power and teach Jonathan how to handle insecurity. See, bros, it's unfortunate. I stand where I stand. I'm not going to support anybody on this issue of insecurity because the reality. Imagine where Buhari came. You powered Buhari to power. You sponsored Buhari to power. You did everything to bring Buhari to power. And Buhari said they're going to bring Fulanis from the Funta Jalon, Gambia, anywhere Senegal they are, that they're going to settle them in Nigeria. What are you crying? The Yorubas, what are they crying now? What are they trying to do? Let them come up with facts. Say, are they here now? And tell me that what I'm saying is not correct. How they ganged up and bombed United Nations office in Abuja under Jonathan. How they took keyboard gears. It's a bitter truth. If you are not like, we're going to hear. If you're not like, we're going to not hear. That's the fact. And I stand where I stand. I'm not kidding about it. And that is the truth. Will you tell me? I say it without any reservation. That this is not the time for politics. If Bola Ahmed as a progressive can come in and say, I am giving regionalism government to Nigeria, whether you like it or not, let everybody go and govern himself. Then he's part of the problem we are having. At the end of the day, go back to where we started. It's not going to solve it. Go to Akwa Ibom now. Just because the governor of Akwa Ibom said, I'm moving to APC. They surrounded the boundaries between Akwa Ibom and Abia State, the Fulanis. Did you see it in paper? Are you pretending? See, you saw it in the paper. That statement alone, They tell you that they are everywhere. And somebody came to national television and said, nobody can take it, we will take it by force. Bala Ahmed. Is it only Bala Ahmed? Don't you know that Erufai was also indicted? Didn't Tinubu work with Erufai? Are they not the same people that brought Jonathan Gomez down? What are we pretending as if he doesn't know what is happening? You are giving marching order to who? Who are you giving the marching order to? Are you giving the marching order to the people that you are was or have been part of? I'm not interested in this thing. I told you clearly that the direction to go is empower government of regionalism. Let everybody get their army and get their decision, because bros, you are not watching it. People who are watching it, because the Northerners are watching it, the Southerners are watching it and see what is happening. The issue of foreign sponsorship is also there. And Bola Tinubu is you're afraid of Macron. Continue to be afraid of Macron. Don't behave like Ibrahim Traore. Challenge the status quo. Bros, Europe, those guys who are here now telling you, Tinubu must continue. The European countries are 1,000 times ahead of Africa. They say, continue. I don't want to talk. None of the shame. Tinubu must continue. Nigeria is working. Like, where they are is 1,000 times ahead of Africa. We cannot even say, what's it called? Our normal Lagos Bisa Newa now.
Okay.
Yes. Bread Atiwa. Our normal routine where we say, once you wake up in the morning, you don't miss it. You go straight to that woman say, yeah, madam, oh yeah, do am. I said, they do am.
Yeah. Bread.
It's no longer affordable. So what do? We have not conquered food insecurity in Nigeria. I'm talking about this. They're just wasting their time. I don't want to talk about some mixed insecurity. Who are you doing that for? Where you know that the only thing that will make you disarm the agenda that is going on in Nigeria is just empower regional governments. They are using the middle belt to threaten the north. And when the north is positioning themselves that, okay, you are trying to disarm us, we'll tell you the direction that it will go. You run down to the eastern part of the country. You are forcing everybody to join PDP. That's what it means. By force, you must join APC.
Is he forcing them?
Yes, it's bros. It's not what it is. Go and look at the statement credited to Baba Ahmed, Dr. Galolo. Bros, I'm telling you, you don't understand this thing. People who are close to the system are coming out with revelations. And I told you there was a reason why Bola Tinubu is taxing 250 million Nigerians and using the money to empower the governor so that they can make sure he gets 2027 ticket at the end of the day. The governors have more money now to spend. The northern governors now have more money than more allocation, because everything you touch around as a common man is being taxed heavily. You saw it when it was published in the paper, when we are saying it here, that it's going to be purely a tax regime. What has happened? Mike, don't pretend. I think I was buying 2 gigabyte for 500 naira. Now it is 800 and something, close to 900 naira. Imagine 200 naira difference. Then times it by 200 million subscribers in Nigeria. Not only that, you go to bank, you go to PA, everything is being taxed. That's what you people want. You see my problem with the North? That's what they wanted, and they must pay it. They must carry it on their head. I don't care. I'm telling you. They said the Igbo man should not be president because Igbos have produced more billionaires than any other region, tribe in Nigeria. And so be it. So our cross, we will carry them now. When the time comes, we will unveil it. As simple as that. Igbo man must not be president. Okay, no problem. because they produce more billionaires. You forgot that after the war, this is the month now. May 30. Okay, you don't. Bros, you don't understand. Okay, for 64 years, I don't need to talk about it.
You have the right to
bros, I don't want to tell you that. Bros, wait now, Mike. You know too hard for me now to digest. This one, I can just close my eyes and feast on it. I don't need to consult anybody because at least it happened in my presence. For 64 years or 65 years of Nigeria existence as a democratic nation or whatever they call themselves, the Igbo man has not been deemed fit. It doesn't mean that we don't have professors in Igbo land. We don't have people who are qualified to be president in Igbo land, or we cannot collapse the structures to have an Igbo president from Eastern extraction. An Igbo president, let me say an Igbo ex-president. When Efcc came close, we saw what happened. We saw all manner of things. Anything can happen. You understand? But I can tell you, even this one that Bola Tinubu is occupying, whether I like it or not, it was not the turn of the Yorubas. But the North and the South and the Yorubas who are going to fight now, we are going to watch the fight. Yes. Bola is already drawing the sword. The Northern elders, politicians, are drawing the sword. Why are you monopolizing the entire South? But the South belongs to you. Bola don't come out the own sword. This guy went there too. They don't come out their own sword. So we are going to watch the game because both of them are seeking an alliance with the East ahead of 2027. With the issue of Fulani, who are already in all the boundaries. They don't go to cities, they don't go to any place, they go to boundaries. Boundary between it and state, they anchor there. Go to Enugu. Bro, do you know the number of people that are being killed and kidnapped on daily basis? Do you know what mothers and brothers and sisters are suffering in the hands of people who, when you see them on the express road, they dress like Nigerian military?
There are comments coming up on.
And when they dress like Nigerian military, they wave you down. It is now Nigerian army, you stop. At the end of the day, in the next few minutes, you find yourself in the forest, and they tell you that they are Fulani.
Chinedu, if you are saying this about the administration of President Bola Tinubu, why are the governors praising him? And the person is telling you to wait and see 8 years straight. There's nothing you can do about it. I have, okay, Big T, saying that power is not given out like biscuits. Power is fought for with good politics. Is it that you don't have?
Go.
You don't practice.
You know that, yes.
Is it that in the eastern part of the country you don't have good political structures or what?
Mike,
that's what I'm asking.
Mike, the Igbos are the best setters of politics in Nigeria. Whether you like it or not, we set the pace. Military, everything, we are the best setters. Nobody did not. We are the best, the first military head of state. We are the first person to organize a coalition against colonization in Nigeria, and it worked. We set the pace. Forget the conspiracy of the Nigerian Biafra war. Bros, let me tell you.
Why are you not successful in politics?
Let me tell you. The Nigerian Biafra war sent Igbo man
backward. Or what?
Backward.
Okay.
But in that backwardness, they were able to discover themselves, and they have positioned themselves to the reality, because Nigeria is not worth dying for. If Nigeria is worth dying for, why is it that the military are running away and looking for somebody to come and help them? They are running away now. Are they not running away? But let me tell you, when the two is against one, there's nothing you can do. But do you know Sowolu before? This Sowolu now, you don't know him before. You know Ambode before, you don't know Ambode. When the stakeholders decide that this is the direction we are going, they go there and you have it. As simple as that, that's the game. We know how much IBB used our just convention to scuttle Efcc ambition. We know what happened in just convention. Ambassador was there. We know what played out. We know the background at the dying minute. That's like what happened between Wike and Tambuwa at the convention. Dying minute, what happened? They played the game.
Sure.
No, they played the game. Not just say politics. I don't think they played the game. So why is it that Obi? See, I'm not. Obi came out of sympathy. Nigerians voted Obi out of sympathy.
And we really enjoy the sympathy.
Imagine a situation where Bola Tinubu did not come out, and the vote that was given to Bola Tinubu is given to Obi. He would have defeated Abi. But no, what happened? Just like Yakasai was saying yesterday, that the North cannot produce the presidency alone. That's a fact. Buhari tried more than 1 million times. What did he do? But when there was
the coalition
2 against 1, what happened?
Succeeded.
Obi has become a threat because Obi decided to run alone. And let me try, whatever it is, and we can see the outstanding performance. Without any support, without Yoruba support, without Hausa support. But that's the bitter truth. You have to accept it.
So what's going to happen this time around?
That's what I'm telling you. No, the margin is that I don't want to see anything Atiku. I repeat myself, Mike. I'm saying it, but I love Atiku because of his liberalization. I understand what he means in 2023. I know when Atiku declined from PDP AD, that's like what Bola Tinubu do. Anybody can go to anywhere. That's the kind of politics they play in Nigeria. But if Atiku want to be relevant and still command enormous influence in the political space in Nigeria, I am saying, on my own personal opinion, that Atiku should be at the background of the coalition.
He said it should be at the background of the coalition. But Joe Igbokwe said he's only the visible figure battling President Bola Tinubu in this 2027 election.
It's not. Bro, it's not. Do you know that the same Joe Igbokwe said that this Igbo marginalization under Bola Tinubu is too much? This is the same man they gave a contract to be cleaning gutters in Lagos. That's against every Igbo man. I have to say it. I have to say it. Bro, because it has gotten to this level. It's the only one, same as Joe Igbokwe that said it. The only thing, like just like Atiku said too, that when every other person can do anything and walk free, when it becomes the issue that has to do with Obi, you see by Ononuga, our big what be them, you see them jumping up and down. Obi say, Obi went to somewhere outside the country, Hopkins University. I made a statement like any other person can go and make, but you can see the wahala that came with it. They know that Nigerians, see, this guy is throwing already, his image is already damaged in Nigeria. Bola Tinubu. Yes, hunger has damaged his image. Go and listen to the Northerners. They're waiting for him. The only thing he's trying to do now is that to make sure that he has the southern part of the country. And make sure that he gives, because I told you that Bola Tinubu plays the worst dark politics. That's what kind of politics he plays.
When it's time, we shall see.
Bro, let me tell you. Yes, they can say it. When it is time, you can see. But they can't tell me that Tinubu cannot be removed from office. If the coalition get their acts right, it can be removed. What is the margin? What margin did he use to win that election? That cannot be breached. What do you think that's happening in River State? Does he have anything to say apart from he's trying to use money now to bring Kwankwaso to be able to buy Kano completely? That's what he's trying to do. But if we are to justify by his performance 0/0, and I told you that anybody that is carrying injustice, as Bola is carrying, because the shoe is wearing now does not belong to him. He's wearing another man's shoe, and that is why everything is balkanizing. That is the truth. They are going to use the same measure he used against others to put him on the scale, and will feast on him. Don't tell me to go. You understand? No, yes, because I know you understand. No, bros, I'm telling you, Mike, to be honest with you. You understand? I am not a fan of Tinubu, but I am after political justice in Nigeria. Do you know what Bola Ahmed, that served under Buhari for years, served under Jonathan, under Buhari, Tinubu currently? Then, all of a sudden, he said he's not interested in Tinubu's administration. When he came out now, do you know the kind of thing he has been revealing? Tinubu is trying to empower the middle belt and use it as a threat to the corners. And that's why he's bringing middle belt to the government, bringing Hausas to the government, excluding the Fulanis. I agree. I'm in support of that. But what I am not in support is that how come you are not able to perform better than these Nathanas that have been ruling Nigeria? How come? Exactly. Mike, please understand where I'm going. Dollar. No, dollar, everything, food. Okay, no, they might not feel it too. All those guys where they there, they know they feel them more.
As a Southerner, we expected so much from.
Personally, me, as a South, I expected that. No, at least, even though I did not support him.
It will make a difference.
Throw away this guy, let him go. This Buhari, excuse me, let him come because what they were expecting from the South is that we are going to fix this country and show direction. But what are we saying now? Policy somersault, high cost of inflation, the highest in the world. I'm not talking about looting. I'm not talking about so many debts. Like I told you, Mike, that even if Bola Tinubu cannot be able to achieve anything, leave all this paparazzi. Leave Lagos Calabar 100 million naira vote or billion naira this thing. If it is light, electricity, I don't want to know anything. This electricity for 8 years it must work. What did he become? He became petroleum minister. Tinubu is the petroleum minister under Abba Kyari. 80 billion missing.
There's investigation going on.
He said investigation going. Bro, that money don't go. Never. I just the talker. We will not say that money don't go. How can a person when you under you go collect 80 billion? You will be petroleum minister. You don't know how the money take work. I can leave MTN.
Your take on all this before we go. How is your health?
I give God the glory. At least I'm alive today.
Getting better, right?
It's getting better. Today is better than yesterday. Thank you very much.
You heard what Oyezi has been saying since about the state of the nation. Insecurity, hunger, food insecurity, and a whole lot of.
But our government is not doing anything. They are not even looking to that side.
And that's why a summit has been called.
There is a summit.
Yeah, it's to hold now.
To hold concerning what?
Insecurity.
What about hunger?
Expecting a positive.
But let us forget that insecurity, because who are the people that are causing the insecurity? The government are involved. It has become a venture to Nigerian politicians.
They have any to make money.
To make money. They are using it to make money. If they are not using it to make money, if nothing is not coming out of it, I trust Nigerian government. They will do everything to stop it. But they are making money from it. Look at if they can go as far as holding Vdm'S up till now, holding Nnamdi Kanu, holding others, keeping them, mustering themselves.
What's even the reason behind the prolonged detention of Vdm? What's the reason? We learned that administrative bail.
That's what Deji said yesterday when he located him. Thank God he was not under gunshots. But I can tell you that there are reasons why they are holding him. They see him as a social critic who has enormous followers and who is up there to do a damage, that might be out of control in terms of, opening certain things that Nigerians need to know. We need more of
Vdm
to, more of them in Nigeria. I'm not his fan, Mike. I'm not his fan. on this GTB something, I support him. I need to understand his objective. Where are you driving at? We need to come out clearly and say, okay, this is the direction I'm going. Before we know, it's okay, you have gotten to this level. We just came, you said this, and some of the things he's talking about, there's an element of truth in them. But I don't trust him because of the people who come after him, who are around him. Those people, those characters are suspicious. There's so many things that goes on the ground. If you see how government operate like cartel, they can use anybody anytime. You need to understand. Because they cannot be like Fire-Me. They cannot be like They cannot be. How this one? No, they cannot be. They are not here. You see them. Bros, Nigerian media. Yes. You are not one of them. But I know that you're not. Yes, I can tell you, I know that you're not one of them.
Is he not a Nigerian and operating in Nigeria? Why you say it's not Nigerian media? Is this not Nigerian citizen?
I know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Oh.
It was Fela and Nicola Okuti that made Nigerian media to know that money is being looted in the government. Nobody knows.
Yeah. International chief.
So that's why I said I'm still holding my brief for this VDM of that. But in this issue that transpired between him, the mother, and GTB Bank, I support whatever.
GTB has nothing to do with VDM arrest. The security agencies have right to arrest anyone who refuses to honor their invitation at anywhere or anytime. Chinedu, you said you are not VDM fans, but you continue supporting.
Okay, I support him. For this one, where they deduct money anyhow, I support him. You understand? And the thing is that when somebody, that's why we have customer care in the bank. Most of these guys that are watching us, they are in abroad. They know how sophisticated those areas are. They know the people believe in. There's a level of trust when you want to deal with institutions that have to do with money, banking, finance. No, that is where we expect high level of moral, because you know what money is. So for somebody to go to bank, you see my reservation against EFCC, whatever army, police that came there, my reservation is this. He announced where he is going. He needed a protection. He said, this is where I'm going. He has not offended anybody. He did not steal money from Nigerian government. There was no allegation of corruption, no financial crime, whatever, attached to him. He said, this is where I'm going. My mother's, the money, I will not see him again. Let me go and find out what is happening. And which he has been doing to other people. What of his own mother? So when he get to that place, all of a sudden, he was arrested. So no, I don't know whether by police or EFCC or DSS.
Joint effort.
Maybe
police,
DSS, EFCC, Nigerian Army. No. If it's Boko Haram, the joint forces wouldn't have gone against him, because Boko Haram is an element of Nigerian government. They are an instrument. Have you ever seen Nigeria going against Boko Haram? Look, have there even been caught terrorists? The herdsmen that are killing with AK-47 that you and I are crying, running helter-skelter. Have you seen federal government tag them terrorist organization? But VDM now is where EFCC, they muzzle their power. Now send them the Kano, then they do like this. But see, herdsmen, the people that are the problem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, have they even
these terror groups have been funded?
No. God bless you, they have not.
Mike, I think there was a report on that. Yes, there was a report on that, but the implementation of it. I remember that the one that was exposed by the congressman a few days ago, how they are using AIDS, to the converted. Because the North has been in power for a very long time. They have devised structures of making sure that those money. Imagine where somebody said that one plane helicopter was supplying food to bandits in the forest. They know their locations. They know wherever they are. You understand what I'm saying? Mike, these things are real. And most of this money they use to finance and keep these people. Imagine where that's why I'm angry with Bola Tinubu. A governor, Bala Mohammed, said nobody said Fulanis and Nigeria, nobody can remove them. And they can go to anywhere they like. They say Nigeria hates them.
I even watched CDS Musa, that's Christopher.
No,
On Al Jazeera, rather than interview them. And was being asked certain question. He said, this terrorism you're experiencing in Nigeria here has international link.
Yes, it has.
Okay.
It has.
Yes.
Since you have international link,
Yes.
As the CDS,
God bless you.
what action
did
are
you take?
taking to unravel the
Yes.
mystery behind
Exactly.
this international?
When there was a guy they killed in Kano in the north, they called Deborah.
Yes.
Their classmates ganged up and killed her. Her own classmate ganged up and killed her because she said something on WhatsApp. They ganged up and killed her. I want you to understand that. Do you know that after that killing, look at the reaction coming from Atiku. Look at the reaction. Look at the reaction that was coming, and why they said that anybody that does that will face death. And they are going to make sure that everything that has to do with the southern structure fell under the feet of the Fulani. That they must respect whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And they're still coming out. Mike, I gave you a statistics, and not everybody can go and find that currently now, whether we have any outside governors. All of them are Fulani governors.
Can I contribute? I'm from